Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 23rd, and today was a beautiful sunny day outside. Just ridiculously cold though. It was like, I think 4 degrees, something like that when I went running earlier in the day. It was absolutely just disgusting. So end up having my little run trainee, I guess you want to call it, person I'm kind of working with, getting them out running, getting them, some little pointers, some little tips, that kind of thing. Ended up making a run up to Ottumwa to help them do some shopping for some warm weather clothes for running. It's amazing how when you've never tried to buy warm weather clothes for running, you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know windbreaker type style. You don't know layers, a lot of different stuff. You don't think about the way seams are stitched into clothing. A lot of that kind of things. It's amazing when you have somebody else that you can kind of help point you in the right direction that's had a few miles in running with some cold weather in that really helped quite a bit. So was able to help them pick out some stuff. They ended up getting a couple good deals. Couldn't find a few things we were looking for, but they found a few things that are good. They've got a couple things ordered. We're just waiting for those to come in and stuff. But we were going to run outside today, and they definitely needed more warmer clothing for that. We ended up picking up a few outfits. They went ahead and changed into it. I actually had dressed out in my running gear before I headed up to Ottumwa. Just figured to save the hassle of having to change once we got there. We ended up hitting Walmart, Kohl's, and then we went to MC Sports. Ended up getting a little bit of something at all three stores that worked out for them, so it didn't have really anything great. There's a couple things they're gonna take back to Walmart because that they'd bought before. They bought here in town. The only thing Walmart had was hunting or regular traditional long underwear type stuff in the hunting department, and it's just not designed well for running. So they went and found better stuff. They hadn't used the other ones yet, so they're gonna be able to take that back, and that's gonna definitely save them some money because I think it was actually cheaper up in Ottumwa at the actual running stuff than it was for what they'd bought here in town. So it was definitely a good little sign. Ended up picking myself up some donuts there at Walmart. Basically, I haven't had donuts for a few weeks now, maybe even, it's been quite a while. Normally I don't know, I get more donuts than this. I kind of put them off. I end up waiting until after we got down to the run. We went running outside, only did a little over a mile. They're still working on it. I was trying to convince them to slow down their run. They're trying to run too fast, which then wears them out so quick, so they don't get to run very long. So they're running 30 seconds to a minute and a half at a time, and then I told them to go ahead and just back off the running, run a little bit longer distance at a slower pace. Will be better for their heart, better for the lungs, and much better. I'm trying to work on mostly for them is getting their mind wrapped around the idea of just running. They fear the running part. They can walk all day. They can ride a bike for 6 hours straight, that kind of thing. But the thought of running is really it's uncomfortable to them. You can see it in the way they run, see it in their eyes, that kind of thing stuff. So I'm trying to get them to focus on just enjoying it. Trying to get them to chat while running. Trying to explain to them the fact in a nice, slow, easy, long distance run like a marathon, you should be able to carry on a conversation. You should be able to chat. You should be able to talk, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to get them convinced to just kind of slow down their heart rate, get their breathing right, and run. So the problem we had today was we ended up running, I can't remember exact numbers, I want to say 40-some, 50-some seconds off pace, which isn't that big a deal for the full mile. But like I told them, it was so bitterly cold, lots of wind. We had, I think, negative, I want to say 25 wind chill factor, something like that. We was running by the river in Des Moines, or in Ottumwa, Des Moines River there, makes it even colder. I did kind of hang a right where I normally don't run, more of a little bit of a wind block. Don't know if it helped or not, but I was trying to kind of, convince them of it. Got all that stuff done, got back to the van, got warmed up a little bit. We both had I ate a couple donuts, they had one donut. You can't beat a donut after running. So it's one of those fun things there. Unfortunately though, for them though, running the single mile wasn't enough to offset the justification of the donut and calories, but they had worked out at the gym with a trainer earlier before we headed up to Ottumwa. So right there is not a big deal. Hopefully burn enough calories to justify the other food we ate and the donut factor. So I got back here to town, got a few things done, not a lot done here. Ended up heading out for another run, took off, ended up running. Tried to get my dog to go with me. He's no, he wouldn't go outside to go to the bathroom. I had the leash and stuff on. He was going and trying to hide from me and stuff. And I'm like, okay, stay here, whatever. So I went for a run, ended up running around, hit the gym, spent an hour on the bike, then ran back home again. So I was out of the house for quite a while, and it's bitterly cold. All that good stuff. I'll end up setting my trap for the coon that's been trying to break in and eat my dog food, and that's been driving me nuts on the front porch. I was in the shower, got back out, heard some ruckus going on and stuff, and actually had ripped the door off the damn thing. I was pissed off, so I moved the dog food in the house, which Again, sucks, but it's in there. Then within I'd say within the hour, I caught myself the damn coon, and do not want it to freeze to death overnight kind of thing, sitting out there in the cage, not be able to get to a den in that. I went ahead and basically relocated it to a safe location. It's one of those things that there's kind of against the law to basically move a raccoon from your property to somebody else's property in Iowa, but I went ahead and found somebody who would take it, which worked out really good. And they're a multi-denning animal. They'll accept others, so it's going to do just fine out there. And it's a spot where they're trying to re-establish raccoons for coon hunters, that kind of thing. So that's definitely a good thing there too. So definitely glad they got that done. Went and just got rid of it. Also found out that US Cellular is completely screwing up the accounts. It's not going to be able to move my mom's phone number over to her sister, my aunt's number, unless they go to a shared data plan. Instead of being $10 more a month, it's going to be $40 a month plus, and it's just ridiculous. So she's going tomorrow to fight and argue with them to cancel out her contract. She'd already signed up for 2 more years. She'll be stuck for 2 years. I've got to go try and figure out what to do with mom's number. If I'm just going to throw it away and get her like a track phone, I don't know what's going on. So at the moment right now, it's all kind of limbo. I'm kind of pissed off in the whole fact, and I'm going to go up and kind of help fight with my aunt, or fight beside her, I guess, to get the money reestablished back and all that kind of junk, because of the fact that she's going to go back to her old, no contracts, no nothing, stick with her old phones, that whole 9 yards, and just go from there, because she's pissed off at them. They lied to her and stuff. And like I told her, I wouldn't even pay a restocking fee on the phones, because they clearly lied to you. I mean, they straight up said, yes, you'll be able to add the next line for $10, so on and so forth. And they just kept, and like I said, we've got probably 20 hours into this between the two of us, and we've got multiple days up there just finding stuff, and it's just a pain in the ass. So hopefully tomorrow we're going to get that all wrapped up. I know she had a migraine today, so I'm hoping she feels a little better tomorrow, because if she's feeling crappy and then have to deal with them, it's going to be bad on them, because she can be a little bit determined when she feels she's owed something, and she is completely owed this. She is 100% in the right, and I figure if I go up there and tell them, hey, I was here every time except for once she was here, I heard everything they said, told me the same thing, so on and so forth, and go from there. So other than that, not a lot going on. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.